What's up guys, RETROCENGO here, back with another pinball video. Now the James Bond 60th anniversary edition came out yesterday. I made a discussion video with my boy Chris Canada. Go in and check Canada's pinball podcast. He's a real nice guy. He loves everything pinball and he's just out there. So we made this 20-minute long discussion video yesterday. And we were talking about maybe making more videos. And the response this morning when I woke up, you guys are writing so positive. I mean, you guys are writing that Chris and I has got great chemistry and it was so fun to listen to. I was laughing a bit too much maybe, but that's because, I mean, he's just right on the point so many times and it's just, I couldn't help myself laughing when Canada said some of the stuff he said. But great friend of mine, he's from New York, I'm from Denmark, so you will get two different world perspective of what's going on in the world of pinball. So I just want to start by saying thank you for all the positive comments, because the video yesterday was like, dude, he was like, he asked me first some time ago, we should make videos together. And I said, sure. And yesterday I was like, dude, Bond came out. Do you want to talk about it? And he was like, yeah, I'm on 15 minutes. And nothing was scripted. I mean, nothing. It's just right from the heart. We just started talking. And it seems like all you guys that listen to it love it and you want some more. I'm so happy to hear that. Today, in this video, we're going to dissect this new James Bond machine that costs $20,000 plus tax and shipping. In the US, $22,000 delivered. Here in Denmark, $26,000 delivered. So what do we get for this money? We're gonna dissect the playfield and take a look at the shots and layout. Okay, we're not going to talk about how much money Stern wants. I mean, I can see today that distros are trying to sell these games for $17,000. Some wants $18,000. So we can see what's going on, but we're not going to focus on that. We're just going to focus on game shots and layout. We're gonna sit with Keith Elwin and just talk about what did you do, why, and just enjoy this layout as, you know, a normal pinball collector player. Okay, blocking out price, resellers, flippers, they can go and watch other videos. So, alright, this game, as I said yesterday, it reminds me of Bally games from 1980 to 1982. First of all, let's check out the art of this pinball machine. Left side of the cabinet, I absolutely love it because it reminds me of those days with, you know, Sean Connery James Bond films and Roger Moore James Bond films. So the left side of the cabinet is from the 60s, from the 70s, posters from that era of James Bond. The right side is newer, 90s and newer, and I actually like James Bond movies from the 90s also. The newest guy, I don't care for him. I watched the first one, Casino Royale. It was good. And I watched the half hour of the second one and I walked out of the theaters, and the rest I haven't watched. Okay. But Timothy Dalton and, you know, Roger Moore and Sean Connery, they're just great. The front of the cabinet, it's black. It's a bit dull, but it is what it is. Now, the back glass shows all 6 Bond guys. To the left, I like both of them. In the middle, they look great. To the right, I don't care. It is what it is. Let's look at the playfield. We have got all the Bonds down at the flipper area. We have got the head in the middle, 2 real bright pop bombers with flames explosion around at the back. Alright, beautiful stuff. And it has got a lot of explosion and yellow is my favorite color, so everything yellow, I like it. It has got this exploding theme all over it, and it has got this screen in the middle. Now, let's go in and talk about that. That's the art. I don't care about the art on the cabinet. if I can get these pinball machines $1,000, $1,500 cheaper with only a black cabinet with 007 white written, and I can have games cheaper, just give him black cabinet. I don't care about cabinet artwork. It's just waste of money. Artwork on the playfield, artwork on the back glass is important. Nothing else. Okay. So let's go in and talk about shots and layout. All right. 2 flipper game. In lane, out lane. All right. Pretty standard. At the in lanes, I really like stuff like this. It has got add bonus at the in lanes. Now, and just under it at the switches, it says lights right loop. And at the right side, it says lights left loop. So every time the ball goes over these switches, you will have a couple of seconds where one of the loops, orbit shots are lit, so you can collect or shoot something. I really like stuff like that. Steve Ritchie used stuff like that. But most on games like Whirlwind, on games like Addams Family, Pat Lawler used stuff like that. And I love it, and it's included here also. This game has got a lot of inspiration from the Belly games from 1980 to 1982. 80 to 82, go and check out the Belly games. They are you can't find a bad Belly game from that era. Now, a guy like me that has restored, has played, has loved the games from 1980 to 82 will love this James Bond. Absolutely, because of the layout, because of the shots. Now, new persons in this hobby, I need ramps, and I need a toy. I need an orbit, 2 ramps, and a bash toy in the middle. They won't like this game. Okay, this is nothing for them. This is for the pure player that wants a game that shoots fast and fun and wants to play multiplayer, because this game won't have long ball times. If you look at the left orbit shot, now, I love that left orbit shot because it goes in to the left, acts like an orbit shot, but it goes up and it just turns around at the back upper left corner. It will turn around and it will hit the first spinner from the back and go down to your right flipper. So the first spinner up there at the top left corner is really nice. But just to the right of that, you have got stand-up target, but after that you have got 4 drop-down targets that says Bond. And who doesn't love drop-down targets? I mean, drop-down targets are just, they were so cool on all those old belly games from 80 to 82. So I love that this one has got drop-down targets lined up there to the side. I love it. After that, the next shot will go straight in at the upper left side and go in and hit the spinner from the front, and it will loop at the upper left side and go down behind the drop down targets. That shot is probably gonna be my favorite shot. I love it. In between, we can see it has got some sort of, it looks like a ball lock, but it says collect bonus, just like back then in the early 80s. Now, I say 80 to 82 because you can find game from 78 also, but they don't have the background music. Their art and gameplay and shots is not as good as from 82. There's just something magical about 80 to 82. Okay, from the 70, 78, 79, I'm not that keen about those games. So, at the upper back left side, I love everything going on up there. Now, you will hit metal on metal back there. I don't like that. It has got this little skinny blue rubber that will break. I don't like that. It has got this little post that's just naked. It doesn't have no rubber up there at the back left. And metal to metal is not a good idea. So we need some metal protectors up there. We need cliffy protector for the woodwork up there. That's for sure. Next to that, you have got a big target that says B, Bond targets, or ABC targets. I'm not sure. I haven't played it. The video and these pictures came out under a day ago, so give me a chance. Next to that, the middle shot. I love that one. It has got the second spinner. I love it, guys. I love it at the middle. So it can go in. The middle shot, it can probably be stopped and the ball can roll down at the top in lanes, or it can go further around the whole play field to the right side and hit the third spinner from the back. And I'm really looking forward to listening to the spinner sounds. So that middle shot is a great shot, and amateurs, when they just double flip, it will go up there. It will be a spinner hit and a spinner hit. It's real cool. Oh, sorry. The first spinner is actually the far left orbit shot. It has got spinner also. Really cool. So after that, we have got this not Guns N' Roses hat. Sorry. Oddball's hat in the middle, reminds me of the one from Guns N' Roses. It has got the spinner like Tales of the Arabian Nights, and it's placed really nice. And again, the new players will just double flip the flippers and hit that helmet and hat, and it will turn around and spin. It's really cool. And just around that hat, you can see you need to hit X amount of pop bombers, X amount of spins, X amount of spinners, and you will light up Oddball, Jaws, Zorin, and so on. Really cool. It reminds me of a game like Iron Maiden. X amount of hits on the ramps will turn this one. X amount of loops will turn this one. So I like code like that. So it's a great welcome for a guy like me. Next to that, we have got right in your face MI6, 3 more drop down targets. Now they're angled a bit, so it won't be a straight down the target shot, but still you have to be careful, okay? They're placed, they remind me of 1993's Indiana Jones. So I'm not sure, I think when you hit it, it will ricochet the ball to the left side, but if you hit it the wrong way, the ball will go straight down the toilet. So that's the money-making shot for the vendors that wants to make some money. So that will it will probably be a drain shot, but we're gonna see. I'm not sure yet. So it reminds me so much of Indiana Jones, and it's a great game to copy. Okay. Next to that, to those 3 MI6 drop down targets, we have got the captive ball, placed exactly like on Indiana Jones from 1993 from Bella Williams. That's gonna be your timed sniper shot. It's placed really well. It will be an extremely feel-good shot. It's gonna be so fun to hit that one. I like it, and I'm really looking forward to it. You have this narrow shot in there, and you have to go through the right pop bomber, just like Indiana Jones, okay? And it's really fun to hit that one. So the far left shot is my favorite, but that one, that little ball that you have to hit up there, it will be a really fun experience. Just trust me on that. To the right of that shot, we have got a post. That post is going to be a drainer post. Just wait and see. To the right of that, we have got 3 in-lane drop-down targets. I mean, fathom. There's so many old belly games that had this. It's so cool, feel good. I love it. So you have to hit all 3 targets down, and at the back, it has got a target of something I'm not sure, but something that you hit, and the red flasher up top that will flash, and you will lock the ball. And I think the ball will stay up there, and it will pop up ball number 2, so you can hit all 3 drop down targets again. And when you hit the third one, I think it will pop up the locked ball, so you will have 2 ball multi-ball. And if you ask me personally, 2 or 3 ball multi-ball at maximum. You don't need 6, 7, 8 ball multi-ball. You don't need it. You don't enjoy it. I mean, I like to play Guns N' Roses, but it's just multi-ball all the time. Ball savers, 6 balls. It's just too much. For me, I have played for 20 years. Okay, I'm not a competition player. I'm not a perfect player. No, but I want to earn my multi-balls. I want to fight for them. I want to, just like back in the belly days, you have to get those drop down targets down. You have to lock a ball and unfair them. Do it at the top right side also. 3 drop down targets and lock a ball. You have to earn your multi-ball and get 2 or 3 ball multi-ball. And it has to feel special. It has to be hard, so you can't get multi-ball on every game you play. It should be like that, not just multi-ball all the time. Ball saver, double flip, double flip, double flip, double flip. It kills it for me. It just I know for the amateur, I know for the guy that just throws in $1, yeah, multi-ball is fun. But for us gamers that buys these games and have it in our game rooms, in our homes, and enjoy it, make multi-ball as hard as possible. So when we get it, we were like, woohoo! And it's going to be 2 or maximum 3 ball multi-ball. Never more than 3 balls. So important. So that right in-lane drop down target up there at the right corner, absolutely love it. Okay, 10 out of 10 for me. To the right of that, we have got this post, and it's just angled like a straight down the toilet post. Bam, bam! Just wait and see. To the right of that, we have got the right orbit with the spinner, and the spinners are lit with lights directly on them, on these diamonds. Forever, forever. And it's, you can see the DB5 Aston Martin. I love that car. Few years ago, more than a few years ago, I was like, Dad. My dad is a car dealer, so I grew up as a dad that is a cars dealership, and he repairs, and I have seen him how he buys the cars. I have seen him how he sells the cars, how he can take something that costs 5,000 and he can do something and sell it for 15,000. I have grown up with a dad like that. Okay, so I am a businessman. I know what is what. I know why Stern is taking so much money for this game. I know about Stern saying to their distros, thank you, dear distros. This is a game made for you guys so you can make a lot of money. Because usually, no, I won't say how much they make. Wait. We're not gonna talk about that. But I just want to say that I said to my Dad, man, I got this cool car. I really like it. But that silver car from the James Bond movies, and he was doing some work on an engine, and he just stopped. And he had these older mechanic guys that work for my dad. They all stopped, They were like, the DB5? Yeah. And my dad was like, that Aston Martin? Yeah, I think it's so cool. I think I want to look at the ads, and I think I want to buy one of them. And they just start laughing out. And my dad was like, my boy, that car is really hard to get, and maybe it's because it costs a bit too much for a kid like you. It is a cool car, but he said it's a car out of your league, so don't think about it. Just buy the cars you can buy, repair them, sell them, get some money, and upgrade. So that's what I did. So all my life, after that, I never envied, I never looked at, when I saw a Lamborghini It costs, I mean, we have to pay the car's price plus 25% VAT plus 180% on top of that extra VAT for the car here in Denmark. So if you pay 1 million for a Lambo, we have to pay about, I don't know, 3 million whatever here in Denmark. So I don't care. If you drive a Lambo, good for you. It's out of my league. I don't care about it. But the one car, as a young guy, that I always liked that DB5, and on the George Gomez's James Bond, love that DB5 to the right that pops the ball out. I wished they had a DB5 in this one. So somewhere on the play field they could just have the DB5. I mean, it can't cost that much. Instead of that hat, they should have a DB5 that turns or something. I don't know. That car is just so magical for me. To the left, they have got the Lotus that's under the water from Roger Moore, James Bond. Also, iconic classic car. But the DB5, Sean Connery, so special for me. That far right orbit shot, really like it. Again, spinner. And it shares the line with when you just shoot the ball from the lane at the start, and it can go out and again be stopped and go down to the in lanes up top, those guides, and down to the pop bombers. I think they pop for each of their own. I'm not sure. You can actually risk that the lower right pop bomber will pop and hit that captive ball. It can happen just like on the Indiana Jones. Or it can work as a right orbit that shoots the spinner, and it will spin and the gate will open and it will come down from the middle with another spinner that will spin. So two different spinner making spinner sounds. Who doesn't like spinners? I mean, we got 3 spinners on Godzilla, and here we're getting 4 spinners, and they're Opto spinners. You can see on the video that you can see the Opto board at the side. I love it. Okay, it's so effing cool. And to the right of that, we have got another target, C target. So we have got ABC and we have got Q target. To the right of that, we have got the M stand-up shot. But just in front of that M stand-up shot, we've got this gate with this post on. So every time I want to hit that M, I'm going to hit that post and it's going to be straight down the toilet. That shot is going to be the craziest shot to go after. When you want to collect bonus, get the M shot. But if you hit just like Keith Elwin, it will go up and hit the M target, go down and be stopped, and roll down to the right side to the shooter rod, so it can auto plunge, or you can shoot and make some sort of skill shot. So that's actually shots and layout. Do I like it? Yes. Did Keith Elwin do a good job with this layout? Yes. At the middle with all the bonds, you can see you can collect jetpack, spy cam, hovercraft, x-ray glasses, and you can see in the middle 100, 200, up to 1,000 points, just like on the old Belly games. The whole purpose of the game is just collect and build your bonus, build your 2-time, 3-time playfield multiplier, and then when you drain, it will start counting your bonus, because this one has got score reels at the back box, so you can hear them turn. I hope you can hear it just like the EM machines. It's gonna be so cool. In the middle, it has got the LCD display. Now, most of the times your eyes are down at the flippers. For your eyes only. And I hope that they will utilize that display perfect, because having a display down there is the best thing you can do. So you can point to the left, to the right, 8 shots left, shoot that spinner, just guide the player to do what he or she or none, whatever you are, have to do. I really like how they use it on Guns N' Roses, that little display at the back side of the playfield. It says remaining 4 shots. Hit the right ramp with big letters so you can just instantly know what you have to do. You never have to look at the back box, and I love it. So this display in the middle, every time I play Pinball Brothers, Alien, I miss that display on Highways, Alien. I mean, I can play both games. They stand next to each other. And I'm telling you, you are missing out so much of the gameplay when you play Pinball Brothers Alien. You don't know what you're missing out on, okay? All the atmosphere. Oh man, don't get me started. So, this display in the middle, I love it. It's placed really well. I hope they will utilize it perfect. Because this game, I think the code will be a bit like the old games. Pretty simple stuff. As I said earlier, shoot this X amount of time and you will pick up the villains, and then just build up your bonus and some of the modes, you know, spy cam, jetpack. So I think it will be a simple game. Most people will understand. It will be a fast game, fast and fun for multiplayers, but the outlanes. Now, if you look at the slingshots and look at the posts for the outlanes, they're metal posts, no rubber on them. That's the first thing. But the second thing, if the post to the outlane and the top part of the slingshot is just at the same height, then you can save the ball. Then you can, you know, also if the top lane has got some sort of rubber on it, then you have a chance. But if you look here, look at the top of the slingshot and the top of the outlane. The slingshot is about 1.5 or 2 centimeters higher up. That means when you hit the top of the slingshot, the ball will drain. Oh my god, it's really open to the sides. So again, multiplayers, you don't want to wait. So you want fast games. So this game is just made for people that wants to have fast shooting fun, not a long playing game. And I like it. I really like it. I love the theme. I don't like the theme. I love the theme. This theme is just aimed at a guy like me. I like the layout. I like everything about this. I'm just missing the DB5, and it's special for me. Now you know a little history about me. It's just the DB5 is just special for me. I'm in my early 40s. I didn't live when they made, you know, Sean Connery, James Bond, nothing like that. But I just remember when I was a young kid, one night I couldn't sleep and I turned on my little 14-inch CRT TV in my living room. I was maybe 11 years old. With my Commodore 64, I had this little TV and I turned it on and I saw, for the first time, I saw GoldenEye. No, not GoldenEye. What's it called, man? The one from 1982. Goldfinger, I think it was called. That was the first Bond movie I watched from 82, and I really like on the pictures, on the video they have on the score reels 1962. It's so cool. I mean, it just made for the Bond fans. So I was just mesmerized. I really loved. So for me, it was Sean Connery. Later, I found out about Roger Moore, and I didn't like Roger Moore as much as I like Sean Connery. Was more badass. It was more, you know, macho. I really like that. Roger Moore was more sir, you know, more English. But the Roger Moore Bond movies had much more gadgets. Oh, it was so cool in the 80s watching all those gadgets. It was amazing. And then in the mid 90s, when, you know, 1995, when GoldenEye came out, and 96 I had the Nintendo 64 with GoldenEye. I love James Bond, and I was a teenager there in the 90s. It was in mid 90s. It was man, the memories. So I love Bond. I love the music. I love everything Bond. So this game aims at a guy like me. With all that positivity, look at the price. I mean, what's going on? I didn't want to talk about the price, but seriously, guys, it looks like a fun pin. I want this pin, but it's just ridiculous that I have to pay $26,000 for this game. It's absolutely not worth it. It's not worth $20,000. It's not worth $15,000. It's not worth that much money. I know the theme is JB. It cost her a lot of money. I know they have used Keith Elwin, the best designer that they have got. Love his games. His games are just so highly sought after for collectors today. I know that Keith Elwin collectors will buy this. I know that James Bond lovers like me will buy this. I know that people like me that likes Bally games from 1980 to 1982 will buy this. But it's just too expensive. I'm so sorry. You can see what's going on. It's under 24 hours ago, and the price has already dropped from 20K to 17K. Come on, Stern. I mean, it is how it is. I didn't want to end the video like this, but if this was Rush or something I didn't care about, I wouldn't even make this video. But I love the theme. I love the designer. I love the layout. I love the shots. And I love the rules without watching the gameplay. I love the rules without listening to the audio part. I love the music. I'm so sure that those diamonds are forever spinners, 4 spinners. I'm gonna be when I try this, but I'm not. I don't think nobody in Denmark is gonna buy this. Nobody. Where should I play this game? How can I try this game? I'm gonna watch videos about somebody else playing it. It's the most boring thing in the world. Watch another guy on a TV, a little screen. He's playing his pinball machine. Who wants to watch stuff like that? We want to experience it ourselves, okay? The kinetic energy, man. That kinetic oddball head and what does it say? Spinners. I think spinner will light up jaws. I want to try all that stuff. So, as I said on the show with Canada yesterday, I hope that they will make some sort of pro version of this game. Canada says that will never happen because it will screw up all these people that buys this for 20,000. But just think about this. Think about just a black cabinet that says 007. It doesn't even have to say 007. Just a black cabinet, okay? Remove the hat for the odd job, so that's gone. Remove Keith Elwin's signature, that's gone. Remove that topper, that's gone. And make a pro version for $9,500. And let me buy this game, right? Because if I like games like this, with this simple single street level playful design, if I like this, I can buy Fathom, and Fathom looks amazing, I know, okay, Fathom. And I can buy the other one from Spooky, what's it called? With the reactors, yeah. And what else? I have nothing else. Yes, I could buy an Embryon that has been restored. It's a 40-year-old game, whatever. Embryon is probably my favorite from 80 to 82, but I want new stuff. I don't want something that smells of cigarettes and whatever. You can restore all you want. It's still a 40-year-old game, okay? I want new stuff. I like stuff like this. I just don't want to see a price tag that says $26,000. Come on, do it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for listening. This is how I feel. Let me hear on the comments down below how you feel about this game. Do you like it? Should they make more of these single level playfields? Or should it just leave it and make a left ramp, right ramp, orbit, and a bash toy in the middle? I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts about all this. So go in and check out our discussion with Kaneda again. I wish you all a great day out there. Retro Django out.